Are you trying to write a formal email in English and getting stuck? Not sure how to start or how to finish it? If that's your case, you've come to the right place. Check it out. Hi, today we're going to have a look at the basic structure of a formal email. It is very important to keep your writing organized. So let's have a look how you can do it in a few steps. If you're writing your email to someone you don't know, you should begin your email with Dear Sir or Madam. Dear Sir or Madam. Now, if you know the person and let's say this person is a married or single gentleman, you should begin your email with Dear Mr. and his last name. Dear Mr. and his last name, in this case, Dear Mr. Brown. When writing to a married lady, you should write Mrs. and her last name. For example, Dear Mrs. Brown, Dear Mrs. Brown. And to a single lady, you write Miss and her last name. For example, Dear Miss Brown, Dear Miss Brown. And now you might say, what if I don't know whether she's married or not? Then in this case, you can write Dear Ms. Dear Ms. In this case, Dear Ms. Brown. So let's review these titles. If you're writing to a married or single gentleman, you write Mr. and his last name. To a married lady, Mrs. and her last name. To a single lady, Miss and her last name. And if you don't know whether she's married or not, you write Ms. Just M.S. and her last name. But make sure you always write the title and the person's last name. And if this is your first contact, you should introduce yourself. For example, I am the HR manager of M&S Limited in Madrid, Spain. Or another example, I am a sales consultant of a metal leading company in São Paulo, Brazil. Now you need to write an introduction sentence stating the reason for writing this email. And the reasons may vary, but here are some examples. You can start your sentence like this. I am writing with regard to and then the email subject. Or I am writing in connection with and then you continue your email. I am writing in reference to and then the subject. And if you want to be a bit more specific, you can write I am writing to request some technical support or to inform you about a new sales strategy or inquire about a new service or to complain about a defective product or to apply for a store manager position, or even to thank you for all your support in our last event. If instead you are replying to an email you received, or you want to write about a previous contact, you should write, I am writing in response to your request, or I am writing in reply to, and with reference to your email date 15/6/20, or further to our previous meeting, and lastly, further to our conversation on 1st of July, and then you can continue the sentence. Now, let's say you want to explain some more complex issues, so you should organize your explanation in topics like, firstly, I would like to, and then you continue your paragraph. Secondly, thirdly, and finally. It is always nice to make yourself available to provide some more information or support. So you can write, please feel free to contact us if you liked any further information. Or do not hesitate to contact us if you require any further assistance. When referring to a future contact, write, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Or, we look forward to working with you in the future. And if you need to send attachments, here are some examples. Please find attached our 2020 monthly sales report. Or, attached you will find a copy of. When it comes to closing your email, be attentive. Write, yours faithfully if you begin the email with Dear Sir or Madam. Yours sincerely if you begin your email with Dear Mr. or Mrs. or Miss and the surname. And don't forget to sign off, so write your full name and contact information. Now let's go through some do's and don'ts when writing a formal email. Keep the message focused. Define why you're writing. Be clear, brief, and polite in your messages. Use short sentences because long sentences might make your messages a bit confusing. Use a spell checker. Make sure your spelling is correct. Proofread your email. Ask someone you trust to proofread your email. And now let's have a look at some don'ts. Don't use contractions. In formal writing, you should avoid contracted forms. Instead of writing I'm, write I am, or doesn't, write does not. Don't use acronyms. Acronyms are very short ways to represent a sentence like ASAP, as soon as possible. And don't write any slang words. Slang words are more commonly used in spoken language, not in formal writing. And don't write I need or I want because that might sound a little rude. Instead, you can write, for example, I would like to know if you, or I was wondering if you could, or even would you possibly send us the report, for example? And don't forget to write a subject line. Your recipient must know what the email is about. I hope you find this video useful and now you can write great formal emails in English. Just remember to subscribe to receive more updates on how to improve your English. See you next time. Bye-bye.